Hi Pisces, this is Marishi Suluka. Let's see what is your situation as of now and what you need to hear from me right now. Pisces out, Sun Moon Rising, Venus. Whoa. We got a jumper which is the Two of Cups along with the Hermit's energy. They want me to look at this one. Ooh, the Lover's energy. Wow. Okay. Eight of Wands. That is beautiful. I get this energy. Someone might be entering your life. You might be getting into a connection. Okay? There is a need for you to assess this person who's coming through. I'm just going to check what is this card. It's not even the next card, but this one. Queen of Pentacles. What is the next card? Yeah, the Emperor. There is a need for you to shed light or focus on this person because it seems like a union, all right, a marriage, maybe a new connection, but this is what they're saying. Ooh, Pisces. Let me see. Interesting. The time on the clock is 1:10 a.m. at my end. So it's like two people coming together. Oh, it's 111 right now. Actually, 111. So it seems like it's aligned, which makes sense, all right? Because if you look at this card, it's almost similar. It is similar, all right? Just these two are dressed up. These two are naked, all right? They're blessed by so like the spirit is blessing this union. Okay, it's a spiritual union here. The spirit is blessing this union, and that's about it. High priest is behind it. So almost like you feel that connection with this person. This is the person for me. All right. If you look at the clock, it's 111. All right. It's almost like this person is destined for you. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Did I shuffle this deck, or is just I just laid it? Ooh. Knight of Cups. Somebody is entering your life. All right. Maybe proposing to you. Out of the blue, I can hear this disturbance outside. It's 1:12 a.m., so there should be no construction at this time, but still, I can hear some kind of it's like, I don't know, it's like a heavy machinery which is functioning. And I'm on the 20th floor, so I shouldn't be hearing such stuff. There is something about listening to your inner guidance. All right? Don't get blinded or don't get deaf. Does that make sense? Yeah, I just stopped. What the fuck? All right, let's see. What this is for somebody out there who needs to hear this. Okay? For some of you, it's like you feel like this is the one for me. This is my twin flame. This is my soulmate. That kind of energy is coming through. Like this is the way you feel. Okay? Like heaven sent. Could you tell me what is the guidance for this person who's receiving this message? What is the guidance for this person? Whoa. See, Two of Wands, the future. Knight of Wands, very passionate energy. All right? Two of Wands. If somebody wants this, whoever is rushing towards you, earlier it was the Knight of Cups. So whoever is rushing towards you, wanting to get into a connection of marriage with you, is wanting you to be a part of the future. This is what they want. They want this to happen. They want you in their life. All right, Knight of Pentacles. There is a contrast here. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in this deck, and then we have the Knight of Wands, which is the fastest moving knight. All right, it's a very fiery knight. So there is something about things speeding up. All right. It's almost like they want to say, because I asked for the guidance. This is what you have been manifesting. And this is what you have been manifesting is coming now. After the long wait, things are finally coming through. So I feel like the guidance is like what you waited on, even with that 111. We are sending you your person. What is the guidance? Is this it? Is this it? Is this a person for them? Could you please give me a solid confirmation here? Is this a person for them? It's almost like watch out, your person is on the way. This one, Queen of Wands, Chariot, being controlled. Three of Cups, a card of celebration. Whoa, I think this is it. The Emperor, this is your person. The Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles. You are finding your person. Like finally, whom am I speaking with? Pisces. All right. There is marriage on the cards. Yes, this is your dream come true. I'm looking at the star. This is your dreams, wishes, your desires, a wish fulfillment. Whatever you waited on, whatever you have been manifesting, it's coming. All right, with that Eight of Wands, it is on the way. If this person hasn't entered your life yet, this person is coming. Okay? Holy cow. The only thing is, when they reach out, all right, to get into that happily ever after, don't doubt them. Because even I was doubting it. So I get this energy. Stop, fighting it. All right, Queen of Wands and the Chariot, be in control, be happy for yourself. All right, Pisces, let me know. All right, can we have that is for somebody out there who's going to find their person and who's going to be in love, who's going to get married. Pisces, can we have the first card, please? Your first card, I don't feel like that's your first card, but I'm going to put this back, but I feel like this is a continuation of the cards which I pulled out earlier. The wait is over. If you have been waiting, the Seven of Pentacles energy is like you were waiting. That wait is over because Death card is a transition. That is a contrast energy. The wait is over. Things are moving forward. All right, within that story, Queen of Pentacles, you coming through as a Queen of Pentacles. I get this energy. Things are going to work out in your favor. All right, something is coming your way. All right, that is for the same person whom those cards came out for. Some lucky hours. All right, Pisces, can we have the first card, please? Pisces out there. Your first card is a Two of Pentacles. Now, I don't know if this is a continuation of the earlier cards. Doesn't have to be. Ooh, the Sun card. Behind the deck, we've got a High Priestess. So Two of Pentacles. This could be a completely different story. We will see. Okay, if it's connected with the other one or not. But I'm not going to merge it yet. Two of Pentacles is somebody who's weighing out a situation, contemplating a decision. Okay, two cards. The Sun card speaks about new beginnings, new chapter. It's a wedding card as well, like a marriage, new beginning, all that. But it also speaks about, being enlightened, knowing what to, because here you're trying to figure something out. Here it's like, the Eureka bulb, that moment, Eureka bulb, like, oh yeah, that's what I got to do. That kind of. So if you're trying to figure something out, this is your answer. Even with this High Priestess, this is the inner guidance. So three cards, here you're thinking, here is your answer. Go with your inner guidance, that is your answer. Got it? Some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn energy, a Leo energy, or probably another Pisces energy. Can we have the next card, please? Pisces out there. Whoa. For some reason, that's not your card. This one, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is like rushing in with a decision. There is no more thinking. Just do it. That kind of energy. Some of you might be dealing with a Taurus or a Gemini energy. Can we have the next card, please? Pisces out there. Your next card is this one. We are looking at the Page of Wands, which is a messenger energy, a card for communication coming through. Behind the deck, we've got this Two of Swords, which is like same energy. Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Being at the crossroads, you have to make a choice. You have to make that decision and, put it out there. Speak up. They want me to look at this next card. Is that the next? King of Pentacles now. Earlier was the Queen of Pentacles, was it? It seems like you have to make a choice, a strong choice, and then you have to communicate that. Okay? Still at the crossroads. So go with the inner guidance, and that is what you need to convey. All right? The decision you have to make, you have to convey it. Okay. Or somebody reached out to you and you have to make a decision. All right, somebody reached out. That's a message coming through, incoming message. And then you are at the crossroad. You have to make that decision. All right. Some of you might be dealing with a Libra energy. Can we have the next card? Whoa, that is interesting. Six of Wands, which is a card for victory and success. And then, Seven of Cups, confused. Very confused energy, same energy, same pattern. All right. You're confused here. Two Swords, you are, you're weighing out your options. Two Swords, you're at the crossroads. So there is a lot of thinking going on within this. All right. This is a card for confusion. Your head is up in the clouds. You are lost. Six of Wands. There is a choice you have to make. This might be a marriage card as well. Interesting. Some of you might be dealing with a Scorpion energy or probably a Leo energy. Pisces. Can we have the next card, please? Your next card in the center of the reading is the Wheel. I was just thinking, the choice you have to make will decide your future. That makes sense with the Wheel card. It is how things will move forward. Okay, the decision you're making will decide the future. This one, Five Pentacles, along with the Chariot. So it's like you in control. Five Pentacles, why do we have the Five Pentacles? Maybe you're going to come out of this phase of your life. All right, Five Pentacles is not in a good place. If it's a relationship situation, you are alone. Okay, you don't have a partner. But that is about to change because the wheel is turning. Chariot, you're in control. If it's a financial situation, you're not in a good place, but the wheel is turning. And you will be back on track. For some reason, the wheel is turning. All right, whatever decision you make, you will come out of this Five Pentacles. Could you confirm this, please? Because both these are forward-moving energy. The wheel, it's a wheel which is turning. Even the Chariot, it's a vehicle which has wheels. It's moving forward. They stopped me here, the Page of Cups. This is something new for you. All right, there is a newness about it. Could you confirm the wheel of fortune along with the Chariot and the Five of Pentacles? What do you want to tell me here? What do you want to tell me here? This one. The Tower. Ten of Swords. Ooh. There is something about ending things. Interesting. That makes sense, actually. For some of you, with the Wheel and the Chariot, you are deciding to get out of something. It's like a tower movement. You're going to shake things up. Ten of Swords is like putting an end to something. You're ending something and you're moving forward. You're taking charge of your life. You are exiting. Does that make sense? This is what you have been contemplating the decision you have to make. You're going to communicate, that's it, I'm done. This has to do with a foundation. Maybe you are exiting from a company, maybe you are exiting from a marriage. All right, this is something which you're bound to, but you're going to shake things up because you're putting an end to something. Could you give me a clarification or confirmation on this again, please? That is how the story. Yeah, again, see the way it jumped out. Did you see that? We're looking at the two swords again and the hermit. All right, this is a choice you have to make. You're blindfolded, but the hermit is shining the lamp in the dark. So it's like you have a choice to make, and that decision is entirely yours. And you're deciding your future is going to be dependent on this decision. Okay? There is something about going, the answer you're seeking for, you have to go within yourself and ask what is it that you want. Because earlier as well, the sun card, new beginnings, but it's like you have to end something to begin something, all right? And it's the answer is within you. Go with the inner guidance, all right? Even with this hermit, earlier it was the high priestess. Go with the inner guidance to know what you or what is the decision. Yes, the empress. I'm speaking to an empress out there, a woman who might want to end things, end the marriage, maybe. Yeah, Two of Cups. It is a relationship you're ending. Ooh. Maybe it's high time. You should have done that long ago because you keep going back and forth. Two of Swords, you're stuck with this decision the decision, it's about time you make that decision too. Move on. All right. Some of you might be dealing with a Cancerian energy. I don't know the other cards, so let's move on. Pisces. They stop me here. We're looking at the Six of Swords. Exactly, pack your bags and leave. Six of Swords is all about moving forward. Okay? It is a transition, leaving behind what is dead, what is not serving you. Let go. So that's it. That's the confirmation of what I was trying to say. Maybe it's about time you move on. Some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius energy. Can we have the next card, please? Pisces out there. Can we have the next card, please? Pisces out there. Your next card. Ooh. This one, Nine of Wands. They want me to look at this one as well. Behind the deck is the Ace of Swords. There is something about being being a little overwhelmed. Okay, you're watching your back, you're tired, you're exhausted, but then you have to make that decision. You're overwhelmed with the idea of communicating that. Even after you make that decision, you have to be vocal about it. That scares you, or that makes you a little anxious, all right? How the other person would react. The communication part about it, communicating your decision is making you a little, guarded or overwhelmed. It's like you're watching your back because you don't know how the other person is going to react. So it's like, how do I say it? I'm done. How do I say I want to, get divorced? How do I say I'm done with you? Let's move on. Let's close this chapter. So that makes you a little on the edge. You're on the fence about the communication part. All right, some of you might be dealing with a Sagittarius energy, or probably a Cancerian or a Gemini energy. Pisces out there. Can we have the last card, please? This one. Ooh, Seven of Wands. Exactly. You are worried about how they will react, because Seven of Wands, they will be coming through as a little defensive. All right, they might try to block you. This one, yes, you speaking up, you making that final decision, that Ace of Swords, when you decide this is it, all right, this is I'm done, you have to communicate. Even the spirit is blowing the trumpet, so you are worried about when you make that decision, when you speak up, how are they going to react to that news? Yes, the Page of Swords, very, very blunt energy actually. Page of Swords, very defensive energy, like, they will fight you. Yeah, the Ten of Cups, you are deciding to end things. You might have children. It's a marriage which you're ending. So the other person is not ready for it. Okay? They're trying to block you from leaving. Ooh. So that's the story, Pisces. Is there any guidance for you within this reading? Is there any guidance for this person who's deciding to leave? Is there any guidance for you, for them? For the person who's trying to leave, any guidance for them? Ace of Swords, go with your guide. Ace of Swords is the decision, right? So it's like go with your inner guidance. For a sword, think about it, sleep on it, and then once you make that decision, Hermit as well. It's the same energy. Do what is right for you. Even if it hurts the other person, doesn't matter. Think about it. Take your time. Think about it. Because Seven of Pentacles is behind the Hermit. If this is a decision, all right, if this is the guidance which is coming through, like you have to, put an end to this. You have to let go and leave this, put an end with that Ten of Swords. You got to do it. Go with your inner guidance, all right? I'm speaking to a woman out there, Queen of Pentacles. That's it. That's your guidance. Go with what you're being guided to do, what you feel is the right thing to do. All right? That's it. I wish you the very best. This is Parishia Mashar Shaloka. Until next time. Bye-bye.